Welcome to RobMotive.
So let's give you an update on the front grille lighting project on the Toyota Tacoma. And if you didn't know, this is a 2024, so a little bit different approach on this one than what I've done in the past. On third gen Tacomas, depending upon the grille you have, there was kind of a bracket that you could fit in the grille area and then have the lights on that way. But there's nothing like that available for mine, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of round lights on each side up here. And yep, I'm going to have to drill a hole, but there's plenty of clearance back behind. Now, what I've got, and I'll light one up for you and show you what they are. There are 4 of them. They look like this. I chose amber. And let me see if I can light one up for you. By the way, if you didn't know, if you have a 12-volt application, you can use a simple 9-volt battery and get them to light up. So that's what I'm going to do here for you guys. So let me go ahead and show you real quick. Trying to do this with one hand. That's what they look like. It's flickering because I'm flickering on the on the battery, but that's what they're going to look like. I think it should be pretty cool. The biggest challenge, of course, is going to be the wiring, connecting them all together through the grill work, which is kind of what I'm struggling with a little bit now as to how I want to do that. I'd like to run one wire from my switch, which is what I have up here, the aux beam switch. They'll plug in the back and then be controlled by the controller inside the cab. Run the wire right along here, and then of course connect them up to the, or connect it up to the lights. Should be pretty simple, I think. You know, another thing I've kind of toyed with a little bit would be to do something to light up the emblem. I don't know, that actually could turn out to be a little bit corny, I think. I'm not quite sure, but might be pretty cool too. So I don't know, I might do that down the road. Now, I did make a template to kind of figure out where I want the lights to go. This is it. And the way it's going to work, hopefully, assuming my plan is good, is the template is going to go inside here like so. And then I'm going to mark the holes, and you guys can see this is where the lights are going to go. I'm going to mark the holes with like a white marker or felt tip marker, something like that, and then I'm going to drill through. And then of course, to do the other side, you simply flip it around for the same spacing to make it, you know, consistent on the sides, so, or for the lights rather. That's my plan. So I'll be drilling through these on each side. Now, one of the big reasons I didn't complete it today, if I'm being honest with you, is because the damn bugs here are so bad. They're in my face like constantly. I've got the fan going to kind of keep them off of me, but when I'm soldering and using the heat gun and stuff for wiring, I can't have the fan blowing on me. And that means I have gnats in my eyes, in my ears, around my head. They're driving me nuts. So that's kind of why I haven't done anything with it yet. I think tomorrow, regardless, I'm going to soldier on. We shall see. Depending on how thick they are out here. You know, it's too bad because if it was a windy day, there wouldn't be as many because they can't fly in heavy wind, right? But today it's almost dead calm outside, and they're everywhere. One of the hazards, I guess, of being in deep South Texas. So that's the update on the lights. That's what I'm going to do. That's my plan. One thing I did want to mention, and I want you guys to give me your opinion. I noticed this, actually, I think my mother noticed this the other day on the new Tacoma, and that is the tires. Not really the tires, but the way that the truck sits. It seems like the camber is off on the wheels, and the tires kind of sit a little bit funky. And it's hard to tell in here right now. But maybe you can kind of see a little bit. I mean, I can see it a little bit now. It looks like this tire is kind of sitting a little bit this way. This tire over here is kind of sitting a little bit this way. In other words, kind of pointing in. So they're both kind of pointing the same directions, but it could just be the way that the the surface is. I mean, I pull them in at the truck in at an angle, up an incline, over a bump. So the tires, of course, are going to articulate and move around. You know, I mean, that's normal. But sitting still, you would think they would be straight for the most part. I don't know. Might just be an illusion. It's kind of weird. I've never noticed that before on any other Tacoma that I've had. I guess I'll find out if I have some weird tire wear, because obviously if the tires are not sitting right, they're going to wear probably on the outside and the inside. So the inside of the passenger side, I guess, and the outside of the driver's side, because the tires would be sitting kind of like this and riding more on the edges. I don't know. I don't know if it's an issue or not. There's certainly nothing that I have done to cause that to happen. I mean, I haven't been out jumping around on trails and going through ruts or running over curbs or anything crazy like that. So there's really no reason that I would have any kind of a problem. Real quick update, one more thing before I kick off of here. I want to show you the new skid plate underneath. I am loving it. I still have to take care of the chrome screws that are beaming under there, but I really do like the look of it. I feel much more secure driving the truck around now, knowing that nothing is going to jump up from underneath and damage anything in the engine bay area. That plate that they had before, which by the way was called a gravel guard. I don't know if you guys realize it or not, but the Tacoma, some of them, not all of them, don't actually come with a skid plate at all anymore. They come with a gravel guard. And I think that's true unless you got the TRD off-road, a sport, or a pro, or a trail hunter. Otherwise, you're going to have that gravel guard underneath, which I suppose is great for gravel, but, you know, hit anything more substantial than that, these damn gnats, and you're going to have a bit of a problem. Love it. Very glad that I decided to go ahead and do it. Anyway, just wanted to get on, give you an update of the lighting project in the front, and do leave a comment if you would. Let me know what you think about the position of the front tires, the wheels. They just seem to be a little bit off to me. I'm really not sure. As far as future plans for the truck, of course, there's more coming. There's always more coming. One thing about owning a Toyota Tacoma is you never really finish with mods and things, and it really is kind of a money pit. Again, appreciate you watching. Thanks. Bye.